by these various, representing various political interests. That again.
You can offer would be good background information. We have a very specific thing that we want to discuss. And Rian, a drill, a skills database. These are the kind of steps that they have to go through. My question is, what does it cost? You said we will start with a pilot.
Our first presenter is Dr. Well, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I really appreciate what you are doing now and what the CEDO and the World Bank is trying to do to help Africa through gathering the efforts of African diaspora. And we go in such quick sketches about the Sudan experience so that we can match what we have with all this information and all these values which we are just raising in this conference. This is Sudan actually before the separation, and it went back to two countries voluntarily and in a very friendly manner. And this is the final map of Sudan after secession of the South Sudan as a separate country. And this is actually the population in general and the age structure of Sudan. And again, this is also some sort of breakdown for the median age and other population information. And we talk actually from the forum of the Secretariat of Sudanese Abroad. This is the only governmental institute which is dealing with migration, and it is being established like 13 years ago, and it's holding the whole dossier of migration. And we can see this body is supported by a Supreme Council which is dealing with migration. We have this show before, we have this presentation before when Dr. Adisa came to Sudan, and it was very effective and has a very positive impact on our vision. Yeah, this is actually some samples of our expats in different Arab and Gulf countries and in Europe who are. This is London group again, and Royal College, and this is also some sort of conference done for this purpose. This is one of our expats in UK. He's a famous broadcast of a short talk actually figure. Again, this is a Sudanese working in NASA. Again, go. One of the plan which we have done is just to make a center for as a reference for all the video conference room, just to communicate with all the expats that can for them it is sometimes difficult to come here physically, and we start to make some sort of link and connection with them with using the technology, just to transfer their knowledge and their efforts and their support. We have the Sudan Center for Migration Development and Population Studies. It is mainly for capacity building and research, and Dr. Adis, I think you have come to this center one day and is still working, and the African Declaration. And what we need actually to shed for this your meeting, to shed more light on the joint effort of the African diaspora, and to strengthen the broad map of our institutes, and to network the African diaspora. Because when we talk theoretically, we need some sort of practice aspect of what we have been saying a lot of time about volunteer Dr. Jimmy, for all the efforts he has been doing, for the opportunity which he gave us just to participate and express our ideas, and also for the World Bank for this support and for this help. IOM definitely for all the time have been doing the work have been doing to the Sudanese communities abroad and inside. And thank you all for good listening and for your patience all the day to listen to us. Thank you very much.
That was very interesting and very inspiring to hear how indeed people from all over the world can get together to help their country, not just emotionally but also in a very meaningful way, and how they can coordinate their different help and the use of skills. Have clarifying questions now and have more questions later. Dr. Altahami, could you please stay with us during the next presentation so that we can have questions and answers after that presentation?
Okay. Yes, sure.
Okay, great. So this is lovely. Okay, now Mr. Ryan Durant. And are these just volunteer contributions of different diaspora members? Can you please talk about the operational costs and how it is funded? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Actually, it's been established by our department as it is part of the government. IOM has been all the time trying to help in the capacity building and enhancing the research environment, and in the recent days we start to have some sort of donation from different universities and individuals who are interested in migration research, because this facility is the first of its kind as a research facility in the area. Most of the research centers are attached here either to universities or purely governmental facilities, but this research is having all these actually criteria of being funded by an international donor, international organization, some individuals who are interested in migration representation. But in general, it's different resources of donation and funding that comes to this research. But mainly I do appreciate the International Organization for Migration for its role in mainly capacity building and in actually raising funds for this center. And we hope we can carry on to have a lot of partners who can help, and we're planning to make it a regional center because the area is very much in need to have some sort of research on the trafficking and mobility of laborers and the international and the local markets and the rights of the families, and this can be tackled in a very good way, instrumental way, when it goes to a research like a research center dedicated mainly to migratory issues and problems.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Altahami, would you like to contribute anything to this conversation?
Yeah, it's okay. Actually, we first start with the infrastructure itself and the preference for this connectivity, because we feel that there is a big gap technologically and information-wise. But if we refer back to the official formal institutes like AU, can create a source of information that can be disseminated in all Africa, and linking the diaspora with the local communities is still the problem of infrastructure will be in the way. So since we go together, if we start to build this information system, we need to have those vehicles which can carry this information to people and to link people together. Even in one country, you find the same as our colleague from Cameroon mentioned. In the same country, we have a problem of gap of information. People, they don't know how to link and how to go together in a lot of activities. And this is one of the major obstacles between engaging diaspora in different activities locally and being far from the country, because they even they cannot integrate in the local, socially, in the market. They cannot be part of the country which they have been so far from it. So we have to refer back to official institute to offer all these facilities on the ground, and then things will go more smooth and more easier. There is a system for migration information system, which actually is very useful for recruiters internationally. It gives the job description for different jobs and for different criteria of work missions, and this is actually goes to diaspora everywhere, and they know where they can fit when they go back to their countries or anywhere. So if we start to enhance the connection locally, and then it will be on a regional level, and so things will be improved more and more. Ultimately, we need the formal and institutional support, and to make this link and network between diaspora and their local communities, and between diaspora and the continent in general. This is what I see, actually.
Thank you very much. And at the end, we had the reality check presentation saying it's not all about databases and more bureaucratic management. It's actually about the first mover solution and creative and targeted engagement of those diaspora members that have the edge globally and can bring new examples to jumpstart these relationships. And it's important to be cognizant of institutional weaknesses at home, so that very quick and very broad-based engagement on the wrong subjects does not breed disengagement and disappointment. But hopefully we will avoid those with the wise guidance of our speakers. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have any suggestions?